Hi guys, welcome to Hoops Junction. Was there anything more putrid than watching the Atlanta Hawks play the Cleveland Cavaliers tonight? Let me know. They gave up 97 points in the third quarter. They gave up 60 or 70 in the first half. It was awful to watch. And basically what's going on with the Atlanta Hawks is this. They're scared to compete, and they don't have the mental fortitude to compete. They're making so many mental mistakes, and they're playing with such a lack of urgency that they're going to get swept in this series if they don't pick it up. Jeff Teague hasn't been playing to his full potential. Al Horford has been playing like trash. Only person that's really been trying to play is Paul Millsap. And even I would say he's competing, but he's not at his maximum level. And part of the reason is this. There's something going on in the Atlanta Hawks psyche regarding last year's sweep, how they got swept without Kyrie Irving and Love, and now Kyrie Irving and Love are there. It's like they don't even play hard. Teague doesn't defend hard enough. They don't fight over screens. The way they play pick and roll, they try to trap Irving on the pick and roll while he's coming downhill and leave LeBron wide open at the top of the key. If you leave LeBron wide open at the top of the key, he could shoot the three, or he could drive and kick again. And one of the problems with Atlanta is just they're overreacting to everything LeBron does. He could drive the lane and you'll see 4 jerseys converge on him. And then after that, he has the pick of the litter. He could score, he could kick out, then force the rotations. And the Hawks' rotations are terrible. I mean, you're giving up, they give up the record for threes defensively. You gave up 22, 23 threes to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Your rotations are awful, and you're not contesting. See, you're just simply not. See, when you're not contesting, when you're getting blown out by 30 some odd points, when you're basically demoralized on the bench, all it is this. You're either too scared to compete or you're just not trying hard enough. And right now, the Atlanta Hawks are doing a little bit of both. They're too scared to compete and they're not trying hard enough. I haven't even really seen a hard foul. Like, let me see a hard foul. Clock somebody. Wake up. Clock somebody. I don't care if it gets you tossed out of the game. Go ahead and clock them. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie coming down the lane. Do something. Hard hit. J.R. Smith's draining all these crazy threes. Okay, why don't you defend him differently? Why don't you get on his high side and make him a driver? Why don't you, get up on him? Like it's not that hard, ladies and gentlemen. It's not that difficult. See what I'm saying? But the way that the Atlanta Hawks are playing basketball right now, it's awful. It's awful, and they're sending a bad message. All their top players, Teague, Al Horford, they're all sending a terrible message. If I was Mike Budenholzer, I would just bench all those guys. I'll go with Mike Scott. They have the other guy, Bazemore. I'll go with Schroeder. I'll go with guys who want to compete rather than guys who just take it, because they're just taking it. The Cavs are sticking it to them and they're just taking it. They're overreacting to all the drives. They're not boxing out Tristan Thompson. I mean, he's a beast on the boards, but at the end of the day, one elbow, one chicken wing to the stomach, and he'll know not to come up in the lane like that. And those are the little nuances that you have to understand. When you're competitive, if you're down 20, 15, whatever, 1 point, you're going to complete as if you're down by 30 points. It's still the same competitive nature, and they just don't have it. They don't have it. And their coach, Budenholzer's he's not pushing the right buttons for his guys. He's not doing anything to get the Cavs out of the rhythm that they have. Full court trap. Do that. Let LeBron score more points. It doesn't matter. Play him one-on-one. Stop trying to send all this pressure on him. Contest threes. That's one of the things that they do horribly. The way that they contest shots, they contest them horribly. They give people so much room to shoot threes. And you know that's all they want to do. They want to drive and kick. Cavs offense is simple. Drive, kick, force rotations. It's rinse and repeat. They drive, kick, force rotations. It's the same thing over and over. So how come you can't make any adjustments? And the only adjustment to make is to put some guys in there that actually want to play hard. Because right now, they just can't compete. And it's all mental. It's all mental. Like, you would think they almost won game one, that they would come out and say, okay, we almost won game one. We could do this. We could play with them. Even though they blew us out towards the end, we found something. But they're not even playing their own brand of basketball. It's like the Cavs are so much in their head that they're not even moving the ball as much as they were. They're not even doing the right things defensively as much as they did before. And it's just so strange. It's just, I wrote an article about this. The Cavs really have their number. Like, the Cavs are all in their medulla. It doesn't even matter, like, whatever they do. They have a 10-point lead, 5-point lead. They'll always be thinking, like, what's next? What's LeBron going to do? You can see it. It's just like they're all stands, and they're like fans of LeBron and Kyrie, and they just let them take it to them. It's really disgusting. And this is the thing that really kills me, especially in the NBA playoffs. A lot of these teams, a lot of these players don't have enough heart. They just don't have it. They just don't compete. And it's really making, like, the first round was weird because it was like a lot of blowout, a lot of bad games, and then we got a couple game sevens. And then, you know, first round we got a few good games and then a blowout. You know, so this has to, like, right now the Hawks might as well lay down and die and let the Cleveland Cavaliers go to Eastern Conference Finals, because they're not even trying to foul these guys. They're not even trying to do anything. It's just like, okay, go by. They're jogging up the court. Come on, man. What kind of defense is that? Nobody's in the stands. Nobody's in the stands. Nobody's calling out screens. Nobody's hitting anybody on the screen. So that being said, they might as well just let them die or whatever and lay down and die, and let a team that actually wants to beat them play them in the Eastern Conference Finals. Because these guys, they don't want to win. You can tell. They don't want to win. They don't have it in them. They don't have it in them. And they're going to have to make some changes to that team. They're going to have to make a trade or get a free agent to come to Atlanta to show the guys, like, okay, this is how we compete. 48 minutes, hard-nosed, defense, offense, no dumb decisions, contest every shot, box out, hard fouls, little things like that. It's all about the leadership. Paul Millsap is a quiet leader. Jeff Teague is not a leader. Al Horford is not a leader. Because the way that they're playing right now, they might as well just retire right now, because they look like trash. They look like trash. They look like Kyle Lowry. This is Vlad from Hoops Junction, where Hoops meets Hoopla.